I'm a psychosociologist, and what I do is I study human behavior. And the area of study for me when it comes to human behavior is this. I study human beings and see what they do, and how they respond and how they react when they encounter new things. So I study us and see what happens when we encounter something that's new and novel. Whether it's new and novel ideas or new and novel people or new and novel philosophies, I study that and I found some interesting things that we do. And I'm going to share some of those things with you today. Now, for me, doing the work of diversity and inclusion, again, is really about understanding human behavior within a world full of human differences. And the key to that, and I think what diversity, quote-unquote, diversity 101 training should be, is about open-mindedness. How do you teach people to be open-minded? How do you get people to be more open-minded than they really are? Because what you'll see in this presentation is this. We have a tendency, almost a natural tendency, to be closed-minded. Okay? So we're going to take a look at that. We're going to take a look at human behavior. I'm going to talk a lot about perceptions and stereotypes, so I want to get a few stereotypes out of the way that might be running in your head about me. First of all, I don't know karate or any other martial art, right? I or my family have never owned a laundromat, never been involved in the restaurant business. Ladies, I can't do your nails for you, right? Guys, I can't tailor your clothes. We don't have a ping pong table at home, but I'm very, very good at math, and I do own a lot of cameras, okay? Now, as I share some of those Asian stereotypes, those Asian mental models with you, and many of you have a reaction, many of you have a humorous reaction, when you have a reaction of any sort to the Asian stereotypes that I bring up, what's one simple thing that tells me about you? And in fact, what's one simple thing that tells you about you when you have a reaction to the mental models of Asians that I bring up? It matches, and if it matches, that means there must be two things that have to match, right? Which means I presented you a stereotype, and you had to match it up with something in your head, which basically means this. You have Asian stereotypes in your head. You have Asian mental models in your head. The question then becomes, how did you get them? Did any one of you log on to Amazon.com one evening, order the Asian stereotype for guidebooks? Asian Stereotype Guidebook for Dummies, Asian Stereotype Guidebook for Dummies, wait for it to eagerly arrive at your home and then study it for hours on end like you were cramming for an exam? How many of you did that, something like that, to get those Asian stereotypes and mental models in your head? None of you, I hope. But here's the deal. You still have them in your head. And I guarantee you have other stereotypes and mental models in your head as well. We're going to take a look at how you got them, okay? Because I would bet this, that none of us sit down and intentionally try to get stereotypes in our head, especially negative stereotypes in our head. But they get there somehow. We're going to take a look at that process.